Here's the answer to all of your questions. Here's your hotels. Here's continue to fill these buildings downtown that are empty. Because when they fly in, they're going to shop, they're going to spend money. It's tourism for the river walk that we have here in the city of Wetumpka. What do you want Wetumpka in Illinois County? We have a representative here that's fighting extremely hard for Illinois County. Dr. Hughes, I know him and the rest up here, how 20 years they've been here. We have been working and trying to make improvement to this airport 20 plus since I've been here. We tried to extend the runway many years ago, but we didn't go about it the proper way. Now we're going about it in the proper way. The South is a growing area for automobile industry. We have, Representative Mann said, we have the gas, we have the electricity, we have plenty of water. Remember where our water, thank you. Look at your water bill. Okay? Let's face facts, people. This is should lower our water bill. Let's face facts. Let's get all the facts here, okay? What more do you want? It still is going to be central located. We cry about our sons and daughters and our grandchildren leaving, going elsewhere. Why? Because we do not want to move forward. We have a great opportunity, no cost, just a study. Let us move forward now. It's only a study. Like Dr. Eaton said, when we go up with a resolution, let us all come back together. Everybody hear the same thing. Look at it and make sure everything is great. Stop waiting. Let's stop waiting. Think about the work that Dr. Benson put into the airport out there. All those teenagers, they're there. Work with Dr. Benson and the mayor and the council. Now, let us work to put more T-hangers, the same ones are sitting here, that we didn't go about the proper way, that I had to put a stop to it when you wanted to put the runway in where those houses was like that many years ago. Now we have opportunity to put the corporate runway in for those jets to come in. And you can still have what you want, you still have the hangars, we have jobs. We need to stop having to follow behind everybody else. We took the lead in technology in our high school. Let's take the lead in now with this feasibility study for a beautiful airport to represent Elmo County and the city of Wetumpka. And thank you for the work that you're doing for all of Elmo County. It's nice to see all of you, Dr. Eaton, and the rest of you. Thank you.
Dr. Egerton, Councilman Washington did touch on something there that I know in my years of being involved with council that we're limited as far as the length of a runway to do much more than what we're doing now. Is that correct?
Yes, Mayor, members of the City Council, I think that the constraints of that airport are well documented. I've been in this position for now about 17 or 18 years, and this has been sort of a question that keeps coming up about the growth and expansion opportunities of the airport. There have been a lot of studies that have been done in the past with different runway configurations. As Councilman Washington referred to, is going to take out one of the plans, is going to, I think, cause the relocation of 26 households. A lot of them, I think, were all of them in the Casada community. And so the constraints of that airport are well documented. It's been our observation that the 3,000-foot runway that's out there now is the 3,000-foot runway that will be there pretty much indefinitely if nothing is done. The length of that runway does not accommodate the types of corporate aircraft and types of corporate activity that I think you would see. And Mayor, the thing that I would mention to the City Council, I think the decision before the City Council is this: do you want an airport that is a real good airport for sport and recreation activity, or do you want an airport that supports not only sport aviation and recreational aviation activities, but also supports the type of corporate aviation that can accommodate and support the types of jobs and businesses and industries that all communities in Alabama are striving to achieve. We've seen examples of cities across this state that 20 and 25 years ago made tough decisions about their airport in the face of local opposition. Those airports got built, and those airports today have tremendous economic activity on the airport itself, with the types of not just aviation businesses, but the other kinds of businesses that are attracted to adjoining property to open up their businesses and economic and aviation economic activity business. So we see this as one of probably the first opportunities we've seen in quite some time, as Councilman Washington referred to basically go about this in a fashion that we can take a look at the big picture. And so that's why when Representative Mass came to us with some ideas about not just how a new airport could be built, but possibly what could be done with the existing airport. We thought the proposal and the ideas that Representative Mass brought to us had a lot of merit. It was really the best that we have heard in quite some time in terms of how to approach. In a lot of cases, and this is something we see all across the United States, is a lot of people will come in and they want to shut down the airport with no plan to replace that airport. This is an opportunity to not just build a new airport, but find probably a good use for the existing airport. So we see this as an opportunity that we think we can support from a state level, and we see it as a good opportunity, as again, Representative Councilman Washington, to basically go about the right way.
Any other questions?
Yeah, I've got a question. I just found out this letter exists. I have not had a chance to read it, but whenever I first attended a meeting talking about this feasibility opportunity, talked to a couple of folks, see who, you're here, and you wanna address some of the, what makes the feasibility study not worth moving forward on, or,
Sorry, you looking at me?
yeah, Dan or Mr. Ramsey, I mean, why should this feasibility study not occur, the study?
The $150,000 is budgeted for this, or will be, doesn't come from Wetumpka, but it sure does come from Wetumpka's taxpayers. The state's broke, half the towns are broke. This is money that is, if it's gonna be an objective study, it may turn out to be that the airport should stay where it is, if it's an objective study, which I've been told it's supposed to be. In which case, the $150,000 is down the drain. If it turns out that the airport is to be relocated, history and experience shows that most of the existing aircraft owners will not move with the airport. Why do you say that? Well, 56% of our renters are Montgomery people. Montgomery owners, they live in Montgomery. The reason they're in Wetumpka is because Danley was too expensive. If this airport moves beyond a certain distance and is a new airport, and every facility there is brand new, the cost of this rental for a hangar, for rental of land, for gasoline, it'll be the same as Danley. But Danley will be closer. 56% of their aircraft owners. You've got 5 or 4 existing businesses there. You've got a paint shop, aircraft painting, aircraft interiors. You've got aircraft repair, avionics, aircraft training. Aerovac company is there, with over $1 million invested. That will